Hello everyone, and welcome to this beginner-friendly yoga sequence. This is a quick 20-minute sequence that you can use at any time of the day, and like I said, it is perfect for beginners, but also for people who are maybe more advanced in their practice and want something easy. As you can see, I'm just getting myself ready for the practice so you can do the same, and you'll also need 2 blocks today. And you're free to use books or anything that may replicate blocks. Now beginning, go ahead and find a comfortable seated position, placing your left hand to your heart and right hand to your navel. Just quietly setting your intention for this practice, and also connecting to your breath, making sure that you're breathing deep into your belly, and remembering that as you inhale, the belly expands, and as you exhale, the navel draws into the spine. Now interlace all 10 fingers behind your back, and I want you to bring both fists over to the left as you lean your head over to the left. This will give you a nice stretch on the right side of your neck. And just breathe into it here. Switching sides, bringing the fists over to the right, leaning the head over to the right. Go ahead and bring your arms behind your back, keeping the fingers interlaced at first, just to reach the heart forward and tilt the head back. Inhale. As you exhale, release the arms, rounding the back forward. Inhale, bring the arms behind you, shoulders back, chest forward. And exhale, round through the spines. These are just some seated cat-cows here. Continue to move at your own pace, just a few more rounds. Now coming to a neutral spine, go ahead and bring your left arm off to the side of your mat, and the right arm reaches over your ear line. You're welcome to send the hips over to the right as well as the feet swing over to the left. This will give you a nice opening to that right side waist. And now switching over to the opposite side, just go ahead and swing that right arm forward and then send it down to the ground as you switch. Left arm reaches over the ear line as the left sit bones ground down into the earth. And now preparing to move through the sequence. As you exhale, dip the arm forward and reach that right arm back up and over the head. Exhale, the right arm swings forward, and then the left arm reaches. Continue to move side to side, moving with your breath. Exhale, we swing and switch. Inhale, we reach and expand. Good, and now coming back to center, extend your left leg out to the side, planting the foot firmly. The foot is maybe about a 45-degree angle, and reaching your left arm onto that ankle. Right arm reaches over past the ear line, getting a bit more of a stretch towards this right side waist. And now taking the arms out in front of you, go ahead and just melt the heart down towards the ground, getting a nice stretch to the groin and inner thigh of that left leg. As you inhale, walk yourself back up onto your hands and return back to the center of your mat. Extend the right leg out to the side, and we're going to do the same thing here. The foot is at about 45 degrees. Grab onto that ankle and reach the left arm over the ear line, stretching out that side waist and hip. And now reaching the arms out in front of you, let's melt the chest down towards the earth. This pose is great for those of you that are working on your middle splits. It's a great way to gradually and softly open up the same regions and the same muscles that are utilized in your middle splits. Slowly bring yourself back up onto your hands and now come to face the top of your mat. Curl the toes and hover the knees above the ground for a couple inches. Beast pose. Breathe here for a couple breaths. And on your next exhale, extend the feet back into a high plank. Inhale. And exhale, send the hips up into your downward facing dog. First down dog, so go ahead and pedal out the feet, bending one knee then the other, creating length to the sides of the waist and hips. Also opening up through the hamstrings, the calves, even down to the Achilles. Find some stillness. And then slowly walk your feet up to meet your hands. Once you get to the top of your mat, inhale, bring your hands to your shins as you come to a halfway lift. Draw the shoulder blades together. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift again, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale one more time, halfway lift. And exhale, fold deeply. Grounding through your heels as you inhale, root to rise, arms come out, palms touch over your head. As you exhale, Samaskiti, hands to heart center. Inhale, reach the arms up, gaze to your thumbs. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift again. And exhale, fold. Step the feet back into your high plank on the inhale. And as you exhale, drop the knees, bring the hips back to the heels. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, look up to the hands. As you exhale, walk the feet up to meet your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root to rise. Arms come out nice and wide. Palms touch overhead. And exhale, fold right back over. One breath, one movement. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Step the feet back into your high plank on the inhale. And exhale, drop the knees, hips to heels. Inhale, high plank. And exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, look up to the hands. Exhale, walk the feet up to meet your hands. Inhale, flat back, halfway lift. Exhale, fold deeply. Inhale, root to rise, palms touch overhead, gaze follows the thumbs. And exhale, fold over your legs. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Step the feet back into high plank. And as you exhale, drop the knees. This time, lower your chest right between your thumbs, keeps the hips high. Inhale, snake the chest forward, dropping the hips for baby cobra, shoulders away from the ears. And as you exhale, engage the core as you send the hips back and up into downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg lifts up high. Exhale, bend the knee and open the hip. Do your best to keep your shoulders in one line as you take that heel back up to the ceiling. Exhale, knee to nose and step the foot between your hands. Back knee lowers, engaging through the inner thighs, and bring the hands on top of that front knee. Focus on pressing into your front heel. And once again, engaging through the inner thighs is super important here. Breathe deeply. And release. Right hand comes down to the inside of your right foot. Pivot on the back knee. And then reach that left arm up to the ceiling. This is a modified side angle pose, really good for opening through the inner thigh. Exhale, go ahead and return hand and foot back to the mat. Curl the back toes to lift the back knee, and right arm reaches up to the ceiling. low lunge twist. Once again, engaging through the inner thighs. And as you exhale, bringing that hand down. Step back into high plank and lift the hips into downward facing dog. Your next inhale, reach the left leg up high. On your exhale, bend the knee and open this hip, keeping the shoulders in one line. Inhale, straighten that leg. Exhale, step this foot between your hands. Back knee lowers down, uncurl the back toes, and then take your hands on top of this knee. Once again, focusing on pressing into your front heel and the top of your back foot and engaging through the inner thighs for stability. Breathe deeply here. On your next exhale, hands lower down to the inside of your front foot, pivot on your back knee, and right hand reaches up to the ceiling. Modified side angle pose. Go ahead and lower this hand back down to the earth, returning the foot to the mat as well. Curl the back toes to lift the back knee and reach that left arm up to the ceiling. Revolved lunge. Release the hand back down. And let's pivot into a wide leg forward fold, making sure that your feet are parallel. Inhale, halfway lift, and exhale, begin to fold down, lining your fingertips with your toes. Option 2 is to take peace fingers around the big toes if you want more of an intense stretch. Elbows are out to the side, shoulders away from the ears, and pulling down using your arm strength to lengthen through the sides of the waist and the hips. Inhale, halfway lift again, taking the arms in front of you. Exhale, face towards the front of your mat. And let's step to the top of your mat as you fold deeply over your legs. Make sure your feet are hips width apart and grab opposite elbows for ragdoll pose. This is one of my favorite poses because you literally don't have to do anything. Gravity does all of the work for you. Just let the torso hang here. Maybe finding a gentle sway from side to side to assist gravity. And enjoy this opening to the backs of the legs. Now beginning this lifting and lowering, which I like to call yogi deadlifts. Just lift and lower, keeping the back as long and straight as possible. This will amplify the stretch to the backs of the legs. Next time you lower down, hold it here and release the hands down to the floor. Pressing into the heels, slowly roll yourself up to standing into Tadasana. Inhale, reach the arms up, gaze to your thumbs. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift, hands to shins. Exhale, fold. Step the feet back into high plank. As you exhale, drop the knees, arch the back, drop the chest and chin right between the thumbs. Inhale, snake the chest forward for your cobra. And exhale, let's meet in downward facing dog. Inhale, reach the right leg up high. As you exhale, step the foot between your hands. Engage through your inner thighs and bring your hands on top of this front knee. This time that back knee stays high. Engage through your inner thighs as you breathe. Now dropping the back heel down, Let's open up into Warrior 2, first checking our alignment to make sure the front heel lines up with the arch of your back foot, and then reaching the arms in opposite directions. Let's flip the front palm and tip it back into reverse warrior. Go ahead and straighten that front leg to transition into reverse triangle. Notice the difference in the stretch here. And then come back up to center. Keep both legs straight and reach forward and down for Trikonasana. Now for this Trikonasana, you're welcome to go ahead and grab your blocks and see how it feels as you place your hand onto a block on the outside of this right leg. Notice if it gives you a little bit of engagement to that outer right glute. On your next exhale, bend deep into your front knee, pivot on the back toes to lift the back heel, and step back into your high plank. Exhale, lift the hips, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg lifts high. Exhale, step this foot between your hands. Engage through the lower body, and then reach the hands up onto that front knee. Holding here, breathing fully. And grounding through the back heel, let's open up into Warrior 2. Arms lengthen in opposite directions, making sure that you're grounding firmly through the heels and the outer edge of your back foot. Go ahead and flip your front palm and tip it back into reverse warrior. Now straightening your front leg, reverse triangle. Inhale, come back upright. Let's reach forward and down for Trikonasana. Same as we did on the opposite side, feel free to grab a block and place it underneath your left hand on the outside of your left leg. Go ahead and bend deep into that front knee as you cartwheel the hands down to the floor, lifting the back heel. Step back into your downward facing dog. Dropping the knees down to the ground. Puppy pose. It's important here to keep the hips stacked on top of the knees as you reach the arms forward and let the chest melt down to the earth. This is a nice opening for your shoulders. We like to take it into the triceps, bring the palms a touch, and lift the thumbs towards the back of your head. Releasing the hands back down to the floor. Inhale, engage the core as you snake yourself forward into a Sphinx pose. So hands ground down, your elbows are directly underneath your shoulders. Engage through your inner thighs here and ground the tops of your feet into the earth. That may be enough for you, or you can do as I just did by lifting the elbows, getting a deeper back bend. And here I love to roll out the neck to release any tension that may have built up here during my practice. And encircling the opposite direction. Now melting the heart back down to the earth, flip yourself onto your back and hug the knees into the chest, circling out the knees to massage the lower back. Now coming into a supine pigeon pose, this is going to be great for opening your glutes and hips. Take that right ankle on top of your left knee and interlace your fingers behind your left knee, lowering the head back down and pulling the knee back towards your face with your hand. And now, go ahead and tighten that position with the legs as you reach the arms out to the side for a supine twist. Send the legs over to the left as you look towards your right hand. Now, if this is a lot for you, you can always unravel the legs and just stack that right knee on top of the left knee. And again, looking over towards the right hand. Inhale, bring the knees back to center, unravel the legs, and take it to the opposite side. Left ankle on right knee. Pull the right knee back in towards the chest. The head relaxes down. Breathe easy. Now releasing the hands. Go ahead and again tighten the position with the legs, crossing the legs, arms out to the side, and let the legs fall over to the right. Gaze is over to your left. Breathe easy, breathe into this twist. Your inhale brings the legs back to center. Unravel them. Hug your nose to your knees. And then release. Bringing the legs out as long as your mat. Your feet come out as wide as your mat. The toes just fall out to the side for Shavasana. Allow the body to just melt into the earth. Enjoying all the work that you've done in this practice. Now begin to wiggle through the fingers and toes, bringing awareness back to the body. And then roll over onto your favorite side in the fetal position before you gently press yourself up to a comfortable seated position. Take your time and let your hands meet at your heart when you arrive. I'd like for you to think one thought of gratitude here. Anything you can be thankful for in this moment. I honor the place in you where the universe resides. I honor the place of light, love, truth, beauty, and peace in all of you, because when you are in that place in you and I am in that place in me, we are together and we are one. Namaste. Thank you all so much for sharing in this practice with me. Please feel free to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.